Creating Etsy bestseller style designs is actually not as complicated as it looks. In fact, a lot of these designs can be recreated using just Canva. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly that. We are going to go into Etsy, look at what's currently selling, and then I'm going to recreate similar styles in Canva step by step so you can see what's actually possible. Now, just to be clear, this video is for learning purposes. We are not copying or selling someone else's work. The goal here is to understand how these designs are built and how you can use that understanding to create your own product. So let's start on Etsy. I'm going to scroll through a few listings first, and then I'll show you how you can actually analyze what is selling. For this, I'm using a tool called Everbee. It integrates directly with Etsy and gives you a lot more data. So what I'm doing here is filtering for digital downloads, bestseller, and star seller. This way, we are only looking at listings that are already performing. Now with Everbee, you can actually see how many people have added this to cart, how many views it has, and recent activity. So instead of guessing, you're looking at real data. As you scroll through the bestseller listing, you would notice something. A lot of them are text-based, minimal, and clean, which is exactly why they can be recreated in Canva. So what makes a bestseller listing in Etsy? I want you to pay attention to something very important here. At first glance, this looks just like one simple design here, right? But if you actually open the listing and look at the description, this is not just one product. Look at the value that is being given to the customer. You can see multiple sizes, different ratios, formats for different types of printing. So what the customer is actually getting is a complete bundle. They're not just buying a design, they're buying convenience. They don't have to resize anything. They don't have to figure out dimensions. Everything is already done for them. And this is exactly what you want to take away from this. It is not just about creating a design. It is about how much value you're packaging into that one listing. Look at all the bestsellers. You'll find similar traits in all of them. And honestly, this is where most beginners go wrong. They create one file, upload it, and expect it to sell. But sellers who are doing well, they're thinking about the customer experience. Now let's go into Canva. I'm going to create a custom size dashboard, and in this case I'm choosing landscape because the designs we're looking at are all landscape. I'm starting with the first design. Let me reiterate again, please do not copy any designs from Etsy or anywhere else. I'm just recreating the style to show you that it is possible. So I'm going to type out the text, and then I'm going to use the curve effect to get a similar look. For fonts, you can use Canva fonts. Here I'm trying to find in Canva a font that resembles something that is in the original design. So I will play around with a few fonts. Once I have that in place, I will adjust the scale and make it bigger. I'm going to create the background using a rectangle, and another rectangle will be used for the border. Now we'll change the color accordingly. And just like that, we already have something that is very similar in style. If you're unable to find suitable fonts from Canva fonts, you can try Creative Fabrica. I will leave a link in the description box below. The second design has more elements like stripes and a ribbon. So I'm going to search for similar elements in Canva. You can try things like stripe, frame, cookie, bow, bouquet, and then scroll through and pick something that works. Now we have a base to work with. Let me stretch this out and position properly. Now let's move on to the text. And this is actually very important. I'm going to type it out. How lucky are we? Now, instead of typing everything in one line, I'm going to split this into separate text boxes. And the reason I'm doing this is because it will give me a lot more control over the layout. Here, I'm going to make the word lucky a little bigger, just like in the original design. And there you have it. We have our second design that is ready. Now let's go to the third design. This is not a text-based design, but it is a very simple heart design. Two hearts looking at each other, and it looks very cute. Now we can use magic media for this. We can describe what we want, two hearts, paper cutout, and stuff like that. We can either use that, or you can try getting the heart images from the Creative Fabrica, or you can just search Canva elements for paper hearts, etc. So there are a lot of options for you to choose from. I will choose something that resembles. This looks very cute. It has jagged edges, so it won't look exactly the same as the one in our design. I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to get some eyes on it. The eyes from Canva elements, you can scroll through and see if anyone fits your description. If they don't, so we can choose to use Canva tools for this purpose. We'll go into tools, and then we'll use the ellipse tool and create the eye from it. Okay, now we need a circle for the eyeball. And then we need to adjust the color so that it looks like an eye. All right, so once we have that ready, we're going to group it and then duplicate it. Once we duplicate it, we're going to group it again, and then we're going to copy and paste it so that we can have the same set of eyes for the other heart as well. And then we're going to just rotate this a little bit. So now they are both looking at each other. Now do the placing right, and then you have it. So again, everything here is very doable inside Canva. Now we have 3 designs ready. I think we'll stop here. We can now save our designs as PNG files. Go to Share, click on Download, and then select the file type as PNG. You can even adjust the size of the file that you want to create. And once you're happy with this, you can click on Download. Like I said earlier, we need to add value to our bundle. So what we need to do is we need to resize our designs into multiple dimensions, multiple formats, so that it is easy for us to upload it later. I'm going to choose the resizing option over here. I have a few saved here, so I will choose 1 or 2 to show you how you can do it. Click on the dimension that you want, copy and resize. And just like that, we will have all our formats ready. Open them up and then save each of them separately into different folders and arrange them neatly. Once you have them, you can upload them onto something like a Google Drive. Once you have uploaded onto Google Drive, get the download link and create a simple thank you page with your download link in Canva itself. This is the file that you will upload directly onto Etsy listing, because otherwise your file size will be too big and Etsy will not accept it. After this, we need mockup. Mockups are very important because it will show your file or show your product in real life setting. I have my own mockup generator, which I created using Google AI Studio. And this is what I do. I upload the design and then choose a few settings and give a prompt and then click on render. It will give me the mockup in the real life setting. I can choose to download it. I will show you another one. This is another design. Now we change the prompt over here, and now we are going to click on render. Once I render, it will give me what I asked for, and I can download this. These are the mockups that I will use in Etsy to generate interest, to show people how they can use my product. And if they feel the connection, they will be more than willing to buy it. Make sure you create mockups of the same product under different settings, different lightings, and different environments, so that you can actually showcase the design properly. I normally generate about 5 to 10 mockups to showcase my product properly, and I use a lot of settings. All right, so if you are not able to create something like this, or you don't have access to such, what you can do is use Creative Fabrica. Go inside Creative Fabrica and type in wall art mockup. You'll get a lot of options. Normally, these are PSD files. If you don't have Photoshop, you can use Photop, and you will be able to edit it. In Canva, you can search for this app called Playset. It is a mockup app, and within Canva, it is limited, but you can still try. You can go into Playset website directly and create your mockups from there as well. Just follow the instruction on the Playset mockup screen, and then you will be able to generate your mockup, and it will be ready for use. If you find that there are watermarks or elements that you don't want, it is quite simple in Canva to edit it. Click on it and click on Edit. Once you have there, click on Magic Layers. Magic Layers is such a lifesaver. It breaks the image into layers, so you can remove logos, unwanted elements, and anything that is extra. So now you have a clean mockup. So you can see then that these bestseller designs are not complicated. Once you understand how they are built, you can recreate similar styles using just Canva. There you have it. That's essentially how a lot of digital product sellers are making money on Etsy. They're not creating one perfect design, they're creating multiple simple products based on what people are already buying. Those products just add up. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.